Do. Welcome, 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 everybody. Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. That's very important for the session to go well.
I can hear you, Natalie. It's Judy.
Yay! Hi, Judy. Welcome. And you don't need to have your video on unless you're comfortable. We're just
Yeah,
here to spend some quality
I'll
time
probably,
together.
that sounds great. And I probably will turn my mute on too once we get rolling.
Yeah, it sounds fine.
I'm at the beach. I finished Portland to Coast yesterday, and so I'm with my team here. And I'm trying to figure out
Wow.
how to do this on my iPad. I've never done Zoom on my iPad.
Who
Well,
are you? Who's that?
It's
that's
Joan.
Joan.
Oh, hi,
Good
Joan. I'm Judy.
morning.
Good morning. Good job on Hood to Coast.
Yeah, that's amazing. And the weather was not on your side, so
Oh my gosh, though. No, it was perfect. It wasn't too hot at all.
I heard that was
Hi.
hailing when people are starting on Mount Hood.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I did the walking part, so we started in Portland.
That sounds like the best answer right there.
My husband used to do that in his younger years, and now my son and daughter-in-law had done it for a few years. So I'm very familiar with Hood to Coast. It's a great relay.
Well, I'm going on 56, and you're never too old.
Oh, I love it. I
Facts.
love it.
Facts, facts, facts. All right. So does anyone have any questions or anything before we kind of just jump right in? Because I'm going to do some talking so that everybody kind of knows where we're at with everything, and then we will start the meditation experience. So I'm Natalie, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't be here. And this is my first live group session on Zoom. So welcome to my inaugural session. I'm so happy that you're here. I did just invite a handful of people so that we could test the audio and just make sure all the tech parts were working well, because it is a lot of weird random details and I'm just kind of getting it sort of together for myself. So thank you for being here. I'm hopeful to be creating these sessions on a pretty regular basis. Hopefully on Sundays, because that seems to be a day where most people are off of work and whatever and have availability. And I would really like to, kind of grow a community of like-minded, high vibe people coming together to work on their well-being and support their, positive lifestyle and good energy flow through their systems. So the style of meditation that we're doing today is called SOMA breathwork, and it is, kind of building upon very ancient things. So the legend of Soma comes from the Rig Veda text, which is a Hindu text that is over 1,000 years old, that talks about how, like the leaders at that time, the gurus and spiritual leaders and that kind of crowd, were taking this concoction of herbs called soma. And when they would take it, it would cause them to kind of transport out of their bodies and be able to access other realms, other information, and create higher states of vibe for themselves and higher states of being for themselves and for their community. And so over time, apparently they overused the herbs and they became unavailable. And then the monks were trying to figure out how to create that same sort of experience, but through breath work. And so this technique that we're going to be doing today is kind of really based on that. And there's three parts to our experience today. There's going to be a kind of energizing part where we're going to be doing a little bit of dancing. I picked a track for us. So if you're able and motivated, kind of get up and dance a little bit to kind of shake off the vibe of whatever's kind of went on for you last week, any negative energy that you may have been dealing with today, irritations, frustrations, and just kind of get into that kind of flowy, groovy state. From there, we're going to start the breath work. And the breath work has rhythmic breathing, which will be breathing in beats to music. You don't have to worry about following along with that because the music counts it for you. So you just kind of follow along with the music there. And then I'll be offering helpful guidance during the experience to support you along your way. And then there will be a component of breath hold on the out breath. So you'll breathe all the air out of your lungs, and then you'll hold your breath in that state for as long as you can. And it's helpful for me to count down from 10 to 0 to try to hold my breath a little bit longer if possible. If at any time you need to take a breath, you just kind of take a little booster breath, which is just a little, and just kind of be able to support your lungs in that way. Really, when you're feeling the urge to breathe, it's not due to the fact that your oxygen levels are going down. It's actually due to the fact that we have receptors in our rib cage for breathing. And when they're not feeling that air going through, that is actually what's triggering the sensation to breathe. So you're totally safe while you're holding your breath, and you're, as soon as you resume normal breathing, those oxygen numbers go right back up. The longer you can hold your breath, the lower your oxygen levels go, the higher the carbon dioxide content in the body. And carbon dioxide is actually not a toxin. It helps the body relax. So increase in carbon dioxide relaxes the blood vessels, relaxes your nervous system, and can create a sensation of peace inside the body. So, we're kind of always thinking about oxygen, and in all of my Western medicine training, we're worried about oxygen levels, but actually carbon dioxide is totally safe and important for the body. And when we hold our breath for a longer period of time, the carbon dioxide levels go up, and then when we take a breath in, the oxygen can actually get in deeper than it normally can because those blood vessels have become more dilated, and that surge of oxygen on the red cells can actually get into tissues and cells that it doesn't normally reach at such a high level. So it's a really great way for invigorating the body. High levels of carbon dioxide also activate stem cells, and stem cells live deep in the bone marrow where there is very low oxygen levels. And when we hold our breath, the stem cells are able to transmit into other areas of the body for cellular repair and healing. So this over time can be very helpful for supporting the body in wellness, for helping to heal chronic conditions, and helping maintain a state of strength and resilience. So that is pretty wonderful. When we are doing the breath work, we're also increasing nitric oxide. And nitric oxide also promotes relaxation and dilates blood vessels. And this is especially happening when we're doing the Om chanting component, which is the second component after the exercise piece. So we'll start out with some exercise, and we'll do some chanting, and then the third part is the breath work. When we are doing the rhythmic breathing part of the breath work, so we're doing inhales and exhales to the music, we're actually creating heart and lung coherence. And when we create heart and lung coherence, it actually balances out the energy flow through the whole system. So when the heart beats and the lungs aren't working, the body dies. And when the lungs are working but the heart is not beating, the body dies. So this is a very important component for life and vitality. And when we get the heart and lungs in harmony, it does create a wonderful sensation of peace in the body. So that is kind of
Natalie?
Yeah.
So Diane signed up after 11:11 and she can't seem to get on. Can you invite her again, possibly?
Sure.
Okay, sorry to interrupt, but she's like
No
on
problem.
my text trying to say I can't get on.
Let me see here.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, happy to. Please interrupt. Let's see.
I'll tell her you're inviting her.
Let's go here. Go to my email. Maybe I have to go to Acuity. And let's see. I'm just pulling up her email. good news is she already heard a lot of this stuff. So, all right.
Yeah, I think it'd be great just to be able to join in with us. I think she's going to also be no camera.
No worries. Okay,
Sunday.
so she should have the email now, I hope. I
Okay,
invited
I'll
her.
and see if if it came through.
Otherwise, I will forward her. Did it work?
I'm asking her. She got your email.
There it is. All right, Diane's here. She's muted and no video, which is no problem. If you don't want to have your video on, that's fine. You made it. Just let me know that you can hear me. All right.
I just texted her because I'm not sure she knows how to go to the bar below to find out. So we'll see
All
whether
right.
she's hearing you or not.
All new tech for everybody.
I know. It's just like, oh, we're all practicing here.
Yeah, that's why it's so good to have just like a wonderful little community here. So we all just go with the flow.
Yeah, work any bugs out, figure out how to
Yeah,
get people back on that didn't sign up yet.
right. Or people that are just kind of like dipping a toe in, the better everything flows. Like, I don't want it to be like super awkward. I feel like that might be a turnoff and prevent someone from wanting to like, get through it all. So
Right, right.
practice makes perfect. Okay. So
Just as
I will
soon as she
just
can. Yeah, I'll let you know if she can't.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks, Judy, for being the wonderful MC here for us.
Hey, no problem.
All right. So we were just talking about how there's three parts to the energized meditation routine. We have the dancing component, we have the chanting component, and we have the breathwork component. And I picked a special song for us to dance to today. So hopefully that'll really bring the vibe up so we can just kind of shake all the stuff off for the day. And then we'll get into the chanting, which is just an Aum chant, A-O-M. So it's A-O-M. And there is chanting in the music too. So it's really just about following along. And when we're doing the chanting, it vibrates our central nervous system. It gets our energy kind of in a good flow state. Chanting is something that's been used for thousands of years to kind of cultivate energy in the body and move obstructions and connect us to our higher selves and things like that. So it's just going to be a little 5-minute session of that. I do encourage you to do it as loud and proud as you want to do it. As long as you feel comfortable in your environment to do so, because the more that you have the vibration going, the stronger the vibrations will be through the body, the stronger the effect. But if you're feeling a little timid, that's okay too. And then we have the breath work component. So we're going to start with the rhythmic breathing, which creates the heart and lung coherence. And the heart and lung coherence is really important for regulating the nervous system in an even deeper way than the chanting and really balancing the energy through the body. It also connects our kind of mind, body, and spirit together. In Chinese medicine, the heart contains the Shen, which is kind of like our eternal soul. And the lungs are kind of like our animal physical body, the Po spirit. And so when we have the animal and the spiritual in alignment, we're in really good shape for having a healthy body, a healthy mindset, positive outlook, and a strong system. So when we're doing the rhythmic breathing, it's really important that we're doing belly breathing. So I'd like everybody to just kind of test this out right now, where you put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And just make sure when you're taking a deep breath that your belly raises first. So let's just try that really quick here to make sure that we're in a good belly breathing state. And exhale that out. When we're breathing into our chest, that tends to be more kind of panting breathing, and that is not necessarily relaxing for the nervous system. Obviously, if you're running or walking quickly as you can up hills and whatnot, you're going to have a little bit of the panting breath going. But when we're trying to achieve relaxation, we really want to be breathing into the belly. So just be thinking about that while you are doing the breath work. Generally, with the way the system is that we're going to be doing today, you kind of will be naturally breathing into the belly because you'll be doing like 4-count inhales, 4-count exhales, and things like that. So you kind of can't do that deep of breathing into the chest, but it's just something that's a good reminder. And you can always return to belly breathing anytime you are, feeling stressed out or overwhelmed. It's very soothing and calming for the nervous system there. And when you are doing the rhythmic breathing, you can also add what's called a Mula Bandha lock or a pelvic floor lock, where you kind of contract the muscles of the pelvic floor as though you'd be stopping, number 1 or number 2 going to the bathroom. And that is really potent for adding kind of life force energy into our meditation experience. So the pelvic floor is kind of the root of our reproductive energy, our root chakra, kind of connecting us deep into the earth and deep into our roots. And when we're adding that energy into our breathwork session by contracting the pelvic floor, it does enhance your results. And I will be cueing you to be, contracting and relaxing the pelvic floor during the breathwork session to help you remember, and just do your best. If you're, having menstrual cramps or different things like that going on, hernia pain, things are feeling really bloated, it may not be comfortable. This session should be comfortable for you. So if it's something that is not just working for you, feel free to let that go. And it can be something that you do, maybe at a session moving forward or something there. After we do the rhythmic breathing for a few minutes, then we're going to cue the out breath hold. And so that's when our carbon dioxide levels increase. When that happens, you may feel your sinuses open, you may feel warm, you may feel tingly, you may feel different waves of warmth or coolness running through the body. This is all just the sensations related to an increase in carbon dioxide in the system, the blood vessels dilating, and the body kind of being reactive and responsive in that way. If at any time you're feeling uncomfortable or you start to feel anxious and you need to take a breath, just take that quick inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth, just to kind of get that booster breath in. The more shallow you're able to breathe during the booster breath, it does keep your oxygen levels lower, which does enhance the experience a little bit. But we're just practicing, we're just beginning, so it's not about being a hero and losing consciousness or anything like that. It's just if you start to feel uncomfortable, you start to feel your belly kind of contracting and that kind of feeling, take the little booster breath if you need to. This is something that you get practice with over time, and it becomes more comfortable for the system. And you can still get great results, when you're not getting your action levels to 70, 60%. You can still get really great results if you're, at 90% or 85%. It's just about kind of going through that experience and helping your body kind of become more used to the carbon dioxide. And again, counting down from 10 can be helpful. Swallowing can be helpful. Moving the shoulders can be helpful because it activates those sensors in the ribs that are looking for that air movement there, which is what's cueing us to breathe. If you are sitting upright while we're doing this, because you can do this laying flat or sitting up, you could also add what's called a neck lock, where you just drop your chin down to your chest, and that does help you hold your breath a little bit longer. It also prevents pressure raising in the head that could contribute to tinnitus or headaches or migraines. So if you have any of those issues, pressure in the head, sinus pressure, things like that, it may be more comfortable just to lay down so you don't have to worry about it. Or if you really prefer to do your meditation seated, just drop the chin down and it will help your CO2 levels raise and be more comfortable. And then after about a period of a minute, we are going to do an in-breath retention. So I will cue you to take a deep breath all the way into your belly, as deep of a breath as you can, filling your belly, your chest, all your cells with air as much as you can. And then we're going to contract the pelvic floor, and we're going to pull that energy up all the way up the spine and up and out the top of the head. So there is a channel called the Chong Meridian in Chinese medicine, which is also known kind of as your Taiji pole, or the axis that your body kind of is built around. So this is the first channel that's formed when sperm and egg meet, and the body comes into being and fertilization happens. And this is one of the primal black or blueprint structures of the body that orients up and down. And from there, the body decides front and back, right and left, and the tissues and cells kind of develop from there. So this is kind of like our innate connection to life. And we're going to be intentionally activating that by imagining light coming up from the pelvic floor, up the spine, and out the head. And that just kind of helps us connect into our spirituality aspect. It can be a time where I've received different downloads and things, ideas, just peace, release of memories. There's all kinds of different things that can happen during the Soma breath experience. And that's really why I decided to study it. I found it to be incredible for my own personal healing. I do have a pretty significant trauma history. I grew up in a family of alcoholics. I was in a relationship for 6 years with a narcissist. So, I've had a lot of different things kind of go on in my life that I've found deep healing in the Soma breathwork. And so that's why I decided to study it and to teach it to other people and hold sessions like this, because I just feel the more ways that we have to heal and the more tools we have in our healing toolbox, the better for, us and for the whole planet. And so hopefully this will just grow and grow and grow, and we can create a whole community of high vibe, awesome people that want to support each other and come together on a regular basis to do breath work and kind of experience deep shifts and inner healing and transformation, because really that's what it's all about. It's like the most fun part of being alive, I think. And so after the in-breath retention, you may feel a rush, you may feel relief, you may feel joyful, you may feel peace, you may feel well-being, you may feel release of old emotions. It could really be anything. So I encourage you to just kind of go with the flow and trust the process. If at any time you feel unwell, you feel dizzy, you feel weird, just resume normal breathing. There's no rule about what things have to look like or what has to happen for you to have success there. And again, we're just practicing. So, if you don't catch it this time around, maybe you'll catch it next time around or in a few more, sessions or whatever works for you. It's just about starting the journey and having an open mind and an open heart and, just kind of testing out the process and see if it's the right fit for you. Does anybody have any questions about that or anything I can clarify or that I didn't explain clearly? And I think we do have like the chat too, if you want to type stuff in, if you're familiar with Zoom enough to. Lisa, do you have any questions? Thumbs up if you're good. Ooh, 2 thumbs up. Girl, melts my heart. Okay, so I think from here we will get a little dancey. Well, actually, I have to go over the contraindications. So this is part of their requirement. Thanks, Joan. If you have any of the following things going on, breathwork may not be right for you at this time. And obviously use your best judgment. And again, if at any time you feel sick, don't participate. So forceful mouth breathing, prolonged breath holds, and extended, intense, fast breathwork or hyperventilation for more than 5 minutes should not be practiced in the case of severe critical diseases or infections that impair your ability to breathe, severe uncontrolled hypertension as after a heart attack, organ failure or late-stage terminal illness, pregnancy, epilepsy, having a pacemaker, or an irregular heartbeat, unless your doctor gives you permission to practice breath work. And conditions like hernias and tinnitus may be aggravated by forceful mouth breathing and breath holds. So be careful if you have those conditions, and laying flat can be helpful for that. Everyone can do rhythmic breathing, but the breath holds may not be safe if you have any of those conditions. So if you are one of the people that qualifies with one of those contraindications, just do the rhythmic breathing. And then at that point, breathe normally while we're doing the breath hold component. So now we will get started here. We're going to play one of my favorite songs from the SOMA Breath catalog. It's called Feel the Love. So can you guys hear the music? Yeah? Is the volume good? Or do I need to turn it up a little bit? Up. How's that? So if you feel like you can get up and get moving with me here. Let's see how if I can get the camera got it. Woo! And you can hear there's a little bit of breathing in the music. If you want to breathe with the music, you can. It's just kind of an inhale, exhale sound. Otherwise, just do your thing. Got my air saxophone. Ooh, Judy's dancing. All right. That was awesome. Everybody, I hope you had a lot of fun with that one. We're going to keep going into our own chanting now. So if you want to get nice and comfortable, grab a little water if you need a sip, because that was some cardio. I just really love. Can you feel the love? Boom, boom. I don't know. It just speaks to me for whatever reason. All right. And if you need me to turn anything up or down, let me know. I'm trying to work out all the kinks here. So we're going to go into the chanting next, and this is just going to be a 5-minute session of ah, ooh, And the more you want to get into it, the bigger your experience can be. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever's comfortable. cat is being a terrorist here, so I'm gonna put her down. She loves to sit in my lap while we're doing the chanting stuff, but then she gets a little playful and crazy with the chords, which is not the time when we're in the middle of a Zoom. So at this point, we're going to get ready for the breathwork session. And so your next big task is just to get comfortable. You can lay flat on your back with your arms straight or in your lap, or sit up as long as you're comfy. That's the most important thing. And I'd like you to think about something that you're really, really grateful for. Could be something recent, it could be something from the past, but a time where you just felt really, really grateful for being alive. For me, that's right now being with you guys, so I'm just super grateful that you're here. And imagine there's a movie in your mind where you're the lead character and you're doing the things that make you feel really, really grateful. Whether that's spending time with family, having an awesome time working on a project that's important to you and getting things done, or just being out in nature. And really bring yourself into that moment. And take a deep breath in, into that belly and out. And now I'd like you to set an intention from that place of gratitude. What do you need from this session today? Do you need peace? Do you need a healing? Do you need insight? Do you need advice on something? If you could have one thing happen as a result from your time with me today, what would that be? And imagine in that movie in your mind that it happens. And you feel so good once we're done here. So it's my greatest intention that you get everything you need from this session. And let's just take some deep breaths to get ourselves really settled. If you need to adjust or move anything so that you're super comfy, please do. And we're just going to be breathing in and out in a very slow and consistent rhythm. We're going to start with a 2-count inhale and a 4-count exhale. So just be inhale for 2, out for 4. And the rhythm should just be smooth like an ocean wave. And so let's take another deep breath of that gratitude in. Breathe it deep into all the cells of your body. So we're really starting from that place of potential and gratitude and hopefulness. And we're going to start our breath work really soon here. And just try your best. Your best is good enough. Here we go, everybody. 2-count inhale, 4-count exhale.
In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, out.
Just follow along with the music.
4. In, 2.
You can contract your pelvic floor on the inhale and relax on the exhale.
2.
Relax.
2, 3, 4.
Contract.
2.
Relax.
2, 3, 4. In, 2, out, 2, 3, 4.
Contract.
2,
Relax.
2, 3, 4. In, 2, out,
And we're creating that heart and lung coherence right now, where we're aligning our spirit with our body, with our mind. And let the breathwork wave be a wave of relaxation, just washing over your body. Breathe in gratitude. Breathe out love. You could even give the in-breath a color, if that speaks to you. Purple, pink, blue, yellow, green, white. Breathe the color of gratitude in and breathe it out. You're doing a great job. Contract, relax. In with gratitude, out with love. Contract, relax. Contract the pelvic floor and relax. Hopefully you're really getting into the groove now. In and out. Contract, relax. Gratitude and love. We're getting closer to the breath hold, so really get those in breaths in and those out breaths out. It'll just help you hold your breath a little bit longer when we're doing the breath hold part. Contract, relax. Contract, relax. You're waking up all the blood vessels in your body, harmonizing all the energy in your system. All your cells, organs, tissues, and systems are flowing. We're getting closer to the breath hold, guys. Get those breaths in. Work your lungs. In, out. All right, take a deep breath in, all the way into the pelvic floor, all the way through your belly, all the way through your chest. Get that last extra sip. Contract the pelvic floor. Imagine the energy going up your head. And fully exhale. Let all the air out. You can do a little hiss. Make sure you get all that air out of your lungs. And begin the out-breath retention. You are safe to hold your breath. You are safe in this space. It's okay to feel uncomfortable. It is safe to feel uncomfortable. Your blood vessels are dilating. Your carbon dioxide levels are starting to rise. And in the absence of breathing, you go into this deep place of peace. If you need a booster breath at any time, take your quick inhale and exhale. You might be feeling tingling sensations in your body. You might be feeling warm. This is all safe. This is all good. This is the carbon dioxide levels rising in your system and your cells responding. Stay in this place of deep relaxation and inner peace. Life is a series of inhales and exhales. And as you hold your breath, you're pushing pause on life and taking a second to really come into who you are. Your thought files are reassembling. And you're opening up your mind to clarity, peace, freedom, and joy. And if you're getting the urge to breathe, again, take a booster breath whenever you need, and then just fully exhale and keep holding into this very deep state of meditation. Going deep within yourself to find the answers that you seek and all the information you need for the next phase in your life. Flirt with the comfort zone. Overcome your fear, this feeling of needing to control, and just let go and surrender into the peace. We're getting very close to our breath inhalation here. So take a deep breath in now. Hold the breath in, all the way in. Contract your pelvic floor, squeezing, and push that energy up your spine, through your belly, through your heart, through your head, and connect to the highest part of yourself. Keep holding. A little longer. And you can release whenever you're ready. And we'll get started with our next round of breathing, which will be a 4-count inhale, 4-count exhale.
In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4.
Contract.
2, 3, 4.
Relax.
2, 3, 4.
In
2, 3, 4.
and out.
2, 3, 4. In.
You can keep using that color, the color of gratitude in, the color of love out, and allow your body to just go into the rhythm. Get lost in the breath, get lost in the music. This is a safe place for you to explore. Where are the answers you need? What do you need to know? What do you need to feel? What do you need to hear to take yourself to the next level in your life?
2, 3, 4.
The answer is in this peaceful place.
3, 4. In.
Let the music take you there.
3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4.
Contract,
2, 3, 4.
relax.
2, 3, 4.
Contract,
2, 3, 4.
relax.
2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4.
We're about halfway through this round.
3.
You're doing a great job.
In. 2.
If you lose your pace, just come right back when you're ready.
2, 3, 4. In.
You already have everything you need inside of you
2,
to receive love, health, wealth, abundance, peace. You are a miracle. You are amazing.
2, 3, 4.
Step into the timeline where everything works for you. Step into the timeline where you feel peaceful.
2, 3, 4.
Embrace the light inside of yourself. That is your magic.
2, 3, 4. 2,
You're on the path. You're on the journey to where you want to go right now. Just let yourself flow in the direction
2,
life wants to take you.
2, 3, 4.
We are in the timeline where it's going to work for you. You just have to believe it's true.
3, 4.
Feel the joy. Feel the passion. Feel the sense of success, of abundance, of love. Let your heart be open. Step into what is possible. We're on our last minute or so of breathing, and then we're going to do our breath hold again. So if you've gotten a little off path, get back in now. Get those deep breaths in. It's going to help you during the breath hold. Contract. Relax. Contract. Relax. You're doing a great job. Keep going. We're almost there. All right. Keep going. All right. Take that deep breath fully in, all the way deep into your belly. This is that deep breath you've been waiting for. Let's do it. Contract your pelvic floor and slowly breathe out all the air. You can hiss it out at the end. Make sure you get out every drop and go back into your breath hold. Going back into absolute stillness, inner peace, the essence of who you are on the deepest level. What do you need to know? What do you need to hear? What do you need to feel for the next step in your journey? If at any time you need to take a booster breath, a little sip in and exhale, please do. You're safe to flirt with the edge of your comfort zone. It's safe to be in this place of quiet. Aligning your inner world with your outer world. Supercharging every cell in your body. All right, and when you're ready, let's take that full deep breath in. All the way in and hold. Contract your pelvic floor and imagine that energy going up through your pelvis, up through your belly, up through your heart, up through your head, out the top of your head and into the ethers, connecting to your soul on all levels, your higher self, your guides, source energy. And imagine that light coming back from source into your head, filling your head with light, into your chest, filling your chest with light, into your belly, down your legs, down your arms, filling all of your cells with love and joy. And whenever you need, feel free to fully exhale and resume normal breathing. You are perfect as you are. You are worthy as you are. You are a blessing in my life and in the lives of the people you encounter. Trust yourself, trust the knowledge you're receiving, trust the ideas you're receiving right now. This is the message from the universe to you. And it's always there for you, always supporting you, always cheering for you, always loving you. You are meant to be here. You make a difference on the planet for everyone who knows you and meets you and spends time with you. Let the light bring you into alignment with your highest self, the timeline where everything works for you. And all the connections, people, places, things, ideas you need to connect to for whatever's next in your life. And that concludes our session today. How are you guys doing? And I can unmute you if you would like to say anything. And if you need a little time to process, you can, definitely. How's everybody doing?
Very relaxed.
Well, that's great to hear. Was the volume of everything okay with the music and my voice, and any feedback for me? I can do better next time.
Well, I have tears of gratitude running down my eyes.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. I'm so grateful you're able to make it today. Thank you, Joan, for your chat feedback there.
Everything was great now, and can adjust the volume on my phone if needed. And I
Okay.
didn't need to.
Awesome. Well, sometimes like the background music is too loud and then like it drowns out my voice,
Sure.
or it, can create like weird vibes in your head as you're trying to like listen to too many things at weird volume. So the last thing I want is to give somebody a headache. That would be a total bummer. Does anybody
I
have
feel
any?
it's. I
Yeah,
just feel it's still cooking and working like it does. Yeah.
Definitely cooking still.
absolutely. And this can take, a day or two to process as well, maybe even longer depending on, what you need. Yeah. Well, I'm so grateful that you guys were able to make it today. If there's anything I can do to support you or any questions you have about anything, just let me know. I'm hopeful to be maybe doing another session next Sunday, and then I'm going to be on vacation for a little bit, and then we have our 9/22 thing going on, and then maybe after probably the end of September we'd bring it back again. So maybe next week, next Sunday. Does 11/11 work as a good time for everybody, or do you think it should be later or earlier?
Actually, that was good for me because I do a lot of processing in the mornings. And sorry about the glitch for everybody today.
Oh, Diane, no worries. I'm just glad
Yeah.
that you were able to get a hold of Judy and that we could
Yeah.
fix it. Because
Grand. Yes.
that's, the whole point is like not doing it for just myself on Zoom. The more feedback, the better, the more the merrier. Because they say, the more of us that are kind of focusing our intention on the same place at the same time, the bigger the impact. So we're just
Right.
like sending that vibe out into the universe, and hopefully it'll just grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So in the future, if you guys want to invite anyone that you think might benefit from it or who may be really into it, definitely feel free to spread the word because, we're really trying to grow a community here that can create a big difference. Probably at some point in time, I'll have like, donation stuff
Sure.
available so I can, afford my singing
Yes.
bowl habit and stuff like that. Bring different things
No.
into the mix there, but definitely,
Yes.
no worries about any of
That
that
sounds
today.
great. Thank you for doing this, Natalie.
You're very welcome. Thanks for coming. And is there anything else I can offer anyone or questions to answer? Otherwise, I'll let y'all get back to your beautiful Sunday.
As we jingle and vibe along. Thank you.
All right. Well, I love you guys very much. Thank you
Aw,
for being
love
here for
you.
my first live session.
Aw.
And if you want the replay, I will have a recording, or I'll just see you next Sunday.
Lovely.
I'll
Yeah.
probably send the email out probably tomorrow or something like that. I need a little time to relax after last week, so we'll see how it goes. All right, you guys, thank
Brilliant.
you so much
All
for
right,
being
thanks.
here. So
Bye.
much love. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.